I am no longer available for people or things that make me feel bad. There was a time in my life when I stayed available to everything. People who drained me, situations that unsettled me, conversations that left me questioning myself, expectations that did not belong to me. I told myself it was kindness, loyalty, patience, love. But if I'm honest, much of it was fear. Fear of disappointing others, fear of conflict, fear of being misunderstood, fear of not being liked. And while I was busy protecting everyone else's comfort, I was slowly abandoning my own. That realization changed everything. Learning that availability is a choice. For a long time, I believed being a good person meant always being accessible, always accommodating, always understanding, always giving the benefit of the doubt, even when my intuition was quietly telling me something was off. I thought boundaries made me difficult. I thought saying no made me selfish. I thought protecting my energy made me cold. Now I see it differently. Availability is not a personality trait, it is a choice. And I get to decide where my energy goes. Not everything deserves access to you. That was a hard truth for me. Just because someone wants your time does not mean they deserve it. Just because something once fit your life does not mean it still does. Just because you can tolerate something does not mean you should. Growth has taught me that protecting my peace is not selfish, it is necessary. When something consistently makes me feel small, anxious, depleted, or unsettled, I pay attention now. I no longer override those signals. My nervous system is wise. My intuition is wise. My emotional well being matters. Choose peace over approval. There was a version of me that wanted everyone to understand me, to approve of me, to agree with me, to be comfortable with my choices. That version of me worked very hard, and she was very tired. Today, I am less concerned with approval and more committed to alignment. Peace feels better than permission. Clarity feels better than constant compromise. Authenticity feels better than acceptance built on pretending. And the people meant for me respect that shift. Walking away is not failure. One of the biggest lessons I have learned is that leaving something that harms you is not failure. It is wisdom. It does not mean you did not try. It does not mean you did not care. It does not mean you gave up too easily. Sometimes it means you finally chose yourself. I used to stay far longer than I should have in relationships, in environments, in conversations, in expectations. Now I listen sooner. I trust myself sooner. I choose peace sooner. That is growth. What this looks like in real life. Being unavailable for what harms you does not always mean dramatic exits. Sometimes it looks quiet, less explaining, less engaging, less overextending. less tolerating what feels wrong. Sometimes it is simply choosing not to participate. That quiet shift can be powerful. This is not about becoming hard. Choosing peace does not make you cold. Having boundaries does not make you unkind. Protecting energy does not make you distant. If anything, it allows you to show up more fully where it matters. When I stopped pouring energy into what drained me, I had more to give to what nourishes me, more presence, more patience, more authenticity. That feels like love, not withdrawal. Your peace is worth protecting. You do not have to justify wanting to feel safe in your own life. You do not have to explain why something does not feel right. You do not have to keep proving your worth by enduring discomfort. You are allowed to choose environments, relationships, and commitments that support your well being. That is not selfish. That is self respect. I am no longer available. I am no longer available for constant tension, for unnecessary drama, for energy that feels heavy, for situations that make me doubt myself. I am available for growth, for peace, for honesty, for relationships rooted in respect. And most importantly, I am available for myself. Slay reflection. Let us reflect, Slayer. S. Where in your life do you feel drained or unsettled? L. What signs has your body or intuition been giving you? A. What is one boundary you could gently introduce? Why? How might your life shift if you prioritize peace over approval? Call to action. Join the conversation. I would love to hear from you. What's one thing you are no longer available for in your life? Share your story in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. And if you know someone learning to protect their peace, send this to them. Sometimes all we need is a reminder that we are allowed to choose ourselves. I'm Carrie Genzel, reading a blog from stateofslay.com. Slay on.